Oh man, I'm hyped. Almost forgot the controller. I probably need this. Oh yeah, switch around my chair from this one that tends to squeak to this one that's more professional, I guess. Alright. I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm just going to start right in since I'll do my explaining. I don't have a lot of time to waste. It's 7:08 here, so it's going to be a while if I end up finishing the run. So I'm going to just start right out and then do my explanations as the game progresses. This is my first ever YouTube stream. Very exciting. Alright. This one feels good.
I don't want to upset your rhythm, Cal, but the boss wants a word. Be good for us. Here he is, Chief.
An error has been detected on line 10A. All the clamps are jammed. I need 2 workers to climb up and secure the cables.
That's not an easy maneuver.
The guilds will double your pay for this shift.
My Cal. What's your score? That couldn't hurt. Huh?
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Get to work.
This way.
And
Right behind you.
go. I'm hyped. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. I'm the Centrist. For those of you for who it's your first time,
Up here.
I run. Oh man, I'm so hyped. Sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied.
Will you look at that? A separatist ship. Haven't seen a Luke or Hulk in ages.
Yeah. Ages.
Breaking her will be big money. All right, let's go.
Look out!
Hands up! Hell?
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Ladder's out, though. Gonna have to find another way.
Yeah, no problem. I'll improvise.
See you there, pal.
Man, I'm okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stream.
You trash. Just not approved trash.
I am the Centrist, and I am on a legendary quest to defeat every game ever made, Deathless, without dying.
Easy there.
Just pass
It's
it
not
through.
gonna be easy. But nothing that's worth doing is easy.
Hurry up. We're close to finishing ahead of schedule. I can just about taste the credits. It's gonna be a wild night. Let's get this job done.
Reckless cow.
Good to see you.
You too. Get yourself killed.
That's the idea.
I'm not gonna talk too much during the cutscenes, or whenever there's dialogue or conversation, because I want this to be
Creepy.
a full game
Just
movie.
passing through, guys.
I'll explain my philosophy of gaming in later detail during the Bogano sequence, because there's a bunch of time in the middle of that to be able to just kind of talk and chat and stuff.
Hey, Cal, I'll meet you at the clamps.
Sounds good. Be there soon.
But I guess the short version is I am trying to beat the game Deathless. I'm not using any glitches, so it's a glitchless run.
How'd you get here?
And I'm doing a full campaign. Now I'm using the word full intentionally there, because I'm not doing 100%, because 100% is really dumb. And requires a really stupid amount of grinding, and I don't think it's realistic for what I'm trying to do here.
Look, the ship cutter is here. There it goes. Hey, we should get moving. Yep, good looking out.
One day I might very well do a Deathless run, but that is not today.
Before they start cutting this wing.
Or sorry, one day I may very well do a 100% run, but that is not today.
Cal, use the manual override lever below.
The atmosphere, even in the entire game, but even in this first area, is just so good.
Got it. Your turn.
Hold on. All right, clamp secured. Whoa. You okay?
Still here.
Give me a fright there, pal.
Oh yeah, just to postmark this, it is December 27th, 2020.
Come take a look at this. It's a Jedi fighter. What a score! It's a real scrapper's payday. I mean, this he's been here, what, 4 years?
5.
Whoever flew this went down in a blaze of glory. Those Jedi. Real tragedy. Yeah, I've always said they couldn't all be traitors.
Yeah, maybe.
Guess it's just our lucky day. Empire's gonna get a lot of good material out of it. Yeah, here we are, scrapping these ships from the war just so they can turn around and make new ones. What a racket, huh? All of us risking our necks for the bosses. And the pay was better back during the Republic, too.
You really should watch what you say.
Listen to me. Find us feel like this, it'll be your ticket off this soggy rock.
What makes you think I want out of here?
Come on, Cal, you're a young guy. You don't end up like me. Eventually, you gotta move on and live your life. Find your destiny.
Whatever you say. Hey, we should get back down.
You're not listening to me. What is that?
Okay. Real life IRL story. If you ever fall out of a skyscraper window and it's got a sloping roof, first of all, you're in luck because you didn't just die instantly. But secondly, if you're then sliding down said roof, grab something. Run into a wall. Do anything you can to prevent falling over the edge. Particularly if there is a ravenous beast underneath you. Although, to be honest, from that height, the ravenous beast is overkill. The impact alone is going to kill him pretty easy.
You okay, bro? I'm all right. Just pin down.
Pilot's gone. I'll get us out of here. Just hang on.
Watch out, Cal.
Look out.
I don't know, for some reason I don't feel on point today.
Hold on.
I don't feel super focused. I lack focus, I guess. That's, you know. So, I expect to die. Not soon, but if I had to guess at someplace I'd die, it'd be like hour 45 minutes in. Something on Zepho is gonna kill me. Zepho Temple Part 1. Because I'm gonna do something stupid and then I'm gonna die.
Wait, that was the Force, wasn't it?
Just forget what you saw, okay?
Sorry, I'll let the talk.
I've seen them. I've seen the stories. I've heard it. Bounties out on people like you.
I know.
Yeah, we're ready. We need to be careful. Yeah.
I split at the first audio cue.
You holding up okay?
Good. Yeah, you?
Yeah. Cal, I've been working with you some time now. I've never seen you do anything like that before. We've been through some hell together. So, I know the risk that you took for me. I don't know how to repay you.
Don't mention it. I mean it.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. This place, it's unsafe. Maybe you should, disappear.
Just gonna head back to my place, grab my bag. Tappers owes me a favor.
I heard he was up on Mount Shadowah.
Yeah. You won't be seeing me for a while, Prof.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Cal.
I think I just read my 48th don't out Pizza the Hut meme.
Prof?
Out Pizza the Hut. Are you insane? I find it sort of sardonically amusing. I think I'm using that word correctly.
Prof,
Sardonically?
wait up.
If one of my English major friends was here, they would yell at me, I'm sure. Oh, it's spooky. I like the Force visions because they don't need to shoehorn it in. Because Jedi just have trippy hallucinations all the time, apparently. Whereas if you want, say, Batman to have a trippy hallucination in an Arkham game, you need to poison him. And then that happened 3 times in Arkham. No, that happened in every game. Arkham Asylum, he gets poisoned 3 times. Arkham City, he gets poisoned at least once. Maybe more. I only remember 1 time. But, you know, how many? No. Because he drank the cup. So that's 2 times. It was Mad Hatter and then, the Ra's al Ghul vision sequence. And then in Arkham, Origins, he gets poisoned again. And then in Arkham Knight, they're just like, screw it. He's just poisoned through the whole thing.
Trust only in the Force.
That looked weird on my screen, OBS. Like, that looked weirder than normal. Did his eyes look freaky to you?
Trainer stopped.
They look freaky to me.
Something's going on.
Everybody up. Identification ready. Move out and line up.
Probably just another contraband inspection.
Ugh.
Is this all of them?
Yes, second sister.
We seek a dangerous fugitive. This is no common anarchist, but a devotee of the treasonous Jedi Order. Failure to turn over this traitor will result in a charge of sedition. Turn yourself in, or everyone present shall face summary execution.
I think it's time someone came forward. I've been working on this heap a long time. Way before the war. We refit and rebuilt ships. Best in the galaxy. Then came the Empire. And engineers became scrappers. The workers, they just started getting worked.
Prof.
We all know the truth. We're just too afraid to say it. To the Empire, we're all just expendable.
Yes, you are.
No!
Look at this. A lightsaber.
I found the Jedi!
What's that? Checking out the disturbance.
So, in that cutscene, in case you didn't notice, two incredibly stupid things
How'd
happen.
you get here?
Easy now.
And I'm not counting Cal
Stowaway.
igniting his lightsaber and trying to attack the Inquisitor.
You hear that over the comm? Jedi? The traitor. Blast them.
The first was Prav's idea to take that particular moment as an opportunity to go on a diatribe attacking the Empire.
That's it. I sealed the cargo door.
That did not work out very well for Prav, and to be honest, it's kind of his fault. Even if you look at that like really nicely as like, oh, he was trying to save Cal. How? How exactly was he trying to save Cal? If he had said, it's me, I'm the Jedi, he'd be trying to save Cal.
Training this morning with the rest of us.
But he didn't.
To rest instead.
It's confusing to say the least. The second dumb thing that happened was the Ninth Sister decided to hold Cal here over the edge of a cliff, which immediately backfired pretty much the way you'd expect it to. Thank you. So, we're gonna call that, mistakes all around.
An intruder? Never thought I'd be the...
Alright.
The fugitive comes in.
The train sequence isn't really hard, you just kind of have to... Honestly, I was about to say you kind of have to pay attention, but you don't really have to pay attention. So I should play this with one eye closed, maybe. I don't know, my back kind of hurts.
Enemy here. On my way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill all of them. Actually, like, here's a piece of strategy I use. When you roll over the character like that, like you just saw me do, there's a chance that you can die there, because if you're in, for example, the wrong position, and you're too close to an edge when you do that,
Stop the train.
you can actually roll over an enemy and position yourself to where you actually roll over the enemy and off the edge of the train.
Gotta move in between bursts.
It's a cinematic kill, so you can't stop the kill or change the pattern you use. So you just kind of have to be really aware of that. I think I missed my timing, so I'm just going to wait. Alright.
Faster.
He's here. I'm ready for your trick.
He shot the coupling out. Gotta get down. Ah! 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 No.
At pretty much any moment in this game, playing the Indiana Jones theme is, like, appropriate. Up.
Whoa! This is bad. Only way is up.
Interestingly enough, I'm actually still hitless, which is nice.
We're here to help!
Who are you?
No time! Keep moving! We'll pick you up when we can!
The music swells. Alright, let's do it.
You got it.
Nice.
He's too scared. Just need to focus.
Very good.
What now? Train stopped? Now this can't be good.
I'm testing the chat function on Restream. Oh yeah, and it shows the Twitch emblem, and if it was YouTube, it would show the YouTube emblem. Oh, that's so cool. So I can see right up here in OBS chat from both Twitch and YouTube and where it's coming from. Oh, I love the modern world. The 21st century! Let's go, 2020! Oh. Feels like progress.
Going somewhere.
No.
I recognize that stance. Perhaps you've had some training after all. Who's your master, Padawan? Someone I killed, perhaps? What Jedi gave their life so that you might live?
Alright. I parry, I block, and then I attack. And the reason for that is if you parry the last attack she does, it doesn't just parry her, it also delays you by a fraction of a second. Which might not seem like a lot, but it's definitely enough to make you miss the timing to be able to hit her. Whoa. Yeah.
You have to do better.
Well, I'm not hitless anymore, but I could care less. The hitless people, like, going for this game are pretty insane. There we go. And... by the way, I want to break it here. There is a rumor that I just saw.
Get on board!
Hang on, it might have been a meme. I want to check on something.
Okay, shut that thing off and grab some seat.
I'll announce this in a second, but there is a rumor going around that George Lucas is thinking about returning to Star Wars, and he would only do so if Disney gave him full creative control.
And this is my captain, Grease Dritus.
How you doing? Yeah, the Mantis is my ship, but you better pay attention to this lady here.
I'd be on board.
So, who are you?
Oh, Kestis. Who was that back there?
Imperial Inquisitor. She's a Force user hunting Jedi survivors. And now that she knows who you are, she will not stop until she destroys you.
How do you know so much? And why'd you help me?
We track Imperial communications. We heard the Inquisitors were heading to Braca. So we made our move.
Oh, yeah? And what's the bounty on Jedi these days anyway?
That's gratitude for you.
Look, I get it. You've been surviving on your own for so long that it's impossible to trust anyone. And it's what's kept you alive. But this is about something bigger than just surviving.
Like what?
Like rebuilding the Jedi Order.
You too? Anybody else?
Oh, we're not good enough for you?
The Jedi Council?
They're gone. Set
All
a
right,
course for Bogano.
that should.
In the meantime, try and relax. Go, you're safe. For now.
Once again, in the cutscene splits, I split at the first audio cue.
Find your destiny. Calico!
You were talking in your sleep. Weirdo.
Tons of people talk in their sleep. Why are you calling them out on it, man? Alright, so when we get to Bogano, I'll break down what we're doing here.
Not now. I got work to do.
My entire philosophy of video gaming, I'm gonna summarize in 10 minutes. Not likely, but, you know. I'll definitely explain what's going on here, what this run is all about, in a bit more detail. In the meantime, I got logic problems. Logic problems. Yep. See, I need to train my mind for when I'm going to be president. And so, for the political people watching this, yeah, I do logic problems for fun.
I wrote it.
Why? Because I'm smart?
ago.
No, it's because I'm boring and I like logic
Touch
problems.
an object and
True story.
witness events connected to it. Feel its history.
It's an echo in the force from the object.
Not many Jedi have that skill.
How would you know that?
I was once a Jedi, but not anymore.
Do I know you?
No. But I knew your master, Jaro Tapal. He was a true guardian of the Republic.
He was a hero. Listen. Something happened to me during the Purge. I survived, but my connection to the Force is damaged. When I meditate, if I let my guard down, I lose control. And it's like I'm back in that moment when...
You survived, Cal. And you're not alone. Not anymore.
We're coming up on our destination.
This is Bogano. A Jedi I knew discovered it before the Purge. You won't find it on any maps.
The Empire doesn't know this place exists.
No.
So, what's the plan? We hide out here?
We're done hiding, Cal. See that structure over there? I believe that vault holds the key to rebuilding the Jedi Order. But it requires someone strong in the Force to pass its test.
And since you're not a Jedi anymore, that's why you need me.
I know you don't trust me. And I'm not really sure I trust you. But we have a common enemy. And a common cause. I'll share more of my plan after you reach the vault. But, until then, there's someone here I think you should meet. May the Force be with you.
Guess I'm looking for a Jedi then. But if there's already one here, why does Seer need me? This looks like a safe place to meditate. Just need to focus my mind.
This is the first skill point you get. It's overhead slash. It is basically worthless, not gonna lie. The one good thing about it is it unlocks the second version of Overhead Slash, which is where you use Overhead Slash twice in a row, and it lets you hit over the head, and then you do like a jump and another one, which is a pretty good damage. I think it's the most. In fact, I think it's the best damage combination in the game.
BD1. I'm Cal. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just looking for someone. No, not you. I'm searching for a Jedi, I think. Hold on. You know the Jedi? What do you know? Wait, hold on. Did you just slice that? Thanks.
Sometime after Ilum, I should, if I die and get to an Ilum run or do a speed run sometime, I should probably test that.
Whoever I'm supposed to find must be waiting there.
To see if the Overhead Slash 2 combination is more damaging than the split lightsaber combo. Well, split lightsaber isn't the combo; it's just a single attack. Or if one uses up more force energy than the other. That would probably be useful. Yeah, we get the point. I understand how the map works.
Any ideas? Gotta get across this gap somehow. A zip line? Whoa! How'd you know that would work?
It's always just worrisome.
Wait, you didn't?
Even on these really basic, easy jumps, if you fall, you're dead. And that's the end.
Just like back at the scrapyard.
And when you're doing what's basically a 9-hour run, it's just worrisome.
I'm coming.
I haven't seen the tail sweep before. I didn't know it could do that.
Whoever lived here used this room for storage. They kept food and supplies. Hey, that was pretty brave. You okay? Wait, I can help you with that. Will you let me? Oh, okay. Well, your scomp is busted, but this should help you get moving for now. Okay, try that. The vault. Yeah, that's where I was headed to. Okay, well, first we gotta figure out a way out of this place. BD, that's a little small for me. Don't worry, I'll find my own way out.
Alright,
Tight fit, but this should work.
well, we're almost done with most of the cutscenes.
Vines look like they lead somewhere.
So I'll get up here, trigger the electric shock, and then I'll start discussing stuff. I don't like to interrupt my chain of thoughts with cutscenes, so I just wait for the chain of thought before I just wait for the cutscene to finish before I just start launching into it.
Healing stim. You're full of surprises. That's better. Thanks, little droid. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Here, hop on board. So, how'd you get here? Don't remember. I've never known a forgetful droid. Can't argue with that. Hey, a chest. Think the Jedi would mind if we grab supplies?
Alright. Let's break down kind of who I am and what I'm doing here. What am I watching right now is maybe the question you're asking yourself. What is this guy doing? Alright, so I'm the Centrist.
That's where we need to go. I can feel it.
The Centrist on Twitch, the Centrist 2048 on YouTube. The Centrist 2048 because Centrist was taken, annoyingly. And Centrist 2048 then is the year that
Where we've been.
the election year that I will become president in. Or at least that's the goal.
I can't make it over there. We gotta find another way.
Why didn't there?
Scanning again?
Alright. So according to the title,
Where are you going?
this is a
So what was
deathless, glitchless, full campaign, basically. So I'll explain that, but I'll explain it first off, starting from like my big picture view of what gaming is to me, and then I'll break it down into more of the specifics.
This tool was used by someone eager to reach the vault.
So if anyone's wondering, we'll be using the Platonic method to discuss this today. So, for a long time, I have thought that a game should be done, in terms of a meta level, like the developers created it to be played. Why did that not do any damage? And I don't mean just like the developers intended the game to be played, but also, like Cal would do it himself if he were real. If the events that are being shown in this game were really happening. Whoa, no. That was not great. So that's kind of the ultimate idea of what I want this to do. The game should be done perfectly, in my mind. And perfectly doesn't mean you never get hit. Perfectly, to me, means that you won it as if it was really happening, it would be won this way. You would complete the game like you're seeing here. So that's where Deathless comes from, is that if the game doesn't want you to die, then you shouldn't die. When I die at any part of a game, I don't restart the section, I don't restart the level, I restart the entire game. And that's, I guess, important to me just in terms of what is gaming supposed to be.
Yes, the path is difficult. It may seem impossible, but with persistence and the Force as your ally, you will overcome any obstacle. You will master any path. Now, do what you must to reach me.
Yeah, so basically if it's not possible in the game, or if it wouldn't happen a certain way in the game, then I don't do it. And that also includes glitches, by the way, which I do not use.
I did it. Persistence and the Force is my ally. Just remembering old tricks. Think you can show me that shortcut again?
The one caveat to the glitch rule is sometimes glitches unintentionally happen. In most cases, I would just ignore them. The sole place where
it was used for meditation. There's someone familiar with the Jedi Order.
The only glitch I could imagine where I would restart the game from it if it didn't kill me would be a glitch that would, like, significantly help me in an area. Like, say I clipped through a wall and it put me closer to an exit. That's a place I would probably not continue forward with. But that's never happened to me.
Whoever owned this bag brought it from Coruscant. They were frustrated with the Jedi Council. Hey now. What was in there?
Cool. And so all of my gameplay really boils down to that. I do some speedruns occasionally, like when I've gotten good enough at a game that I just want to see how good I am. Crap, what the crap? Alright. What you just saw there is how the Splocks recognize threats. They do not recognize airborne threats well at all, which is why when you jump into the air, that screws them up. Jumping into the air is the best way to deal with Splocks across the board.
Someone made camp here. They were excited to discover a giant creature that lives close by. A Binog, they called it.
So that's where the Deathless and Glitchless parts of the run come in, and why I do that. The last part to explain is the full campaigns.
But standing up to that Binog, great.
I understand it. Some people using my philosophy could interpret it as just do an 80% run, finish the game. Cal wouldn't be opening up all these crates and doing fetch quests. But that's where I compromise a little bit, because I think that there's a lot of things in the game that the developers spent, you know, months, sometimes even years making. All the crates, all the collectibles, all the scans are all part... Someone spent a long time making them part of a really amazing game.
We're not finished yet. Okay, you probably would have won. Probably.
And I think it's a shame that at a high level, people aren't really playing the game.
I'm looking.
There's very few people who play at an even close to high level of a game like this and then try to show off the lore. In fact, I've never encountered anyone who was willing to do that, besides like an MK Ice and Fire style playthrough. Yeah, so I legitimately believe that my playthroughs of games like this showcase a style of gaming that you don't see a lot. I put a lot of time into my runs, practicing, strategizing, but I also show off the lore, and I'm not racing at top speed through every single aspect of the game.
You have passed the test I left behind, and gained access to the vault and this recording, one of many encrypted logs stored in the droid. I am Master Eno Cordova. I may not know your name, but I know your purpose. The fate of the Jedi Order lies in your hands. This place, this vault, is a sacred temple, built by a vanished civilization known as the Zephyr. Meditating here, I was granted a premonition through the Force, a vision of doom. I have placed inside this vault a Jedi holocron, containing a list of the names and locations of young Force sensitives throughout the galaxy. Ahead, you will find the inner chamber of the vault, but also another test. I can only trust this holocron to someone who has followed my path and understands. Seek out the hidden tombs of the three sages and learn to perceive the mysteries of the Force as the Zephyr once did. In this droid, you will find everything you need to succeed on this journey. Go to the Zephyr homeworld. There, you will find peace in the eye of the storm. Good luck, Jedi. And may the Force be with you.
I guess you were the someone I was supposed to meet. You know, I've been alone for a while now. Without any purpose, just hiding. There's no way to live. Not for a Jedi. Or a droid. Maybe Seer was right. Maybe we're done hiding. Hey, you want to meet some, friends of mine?
All right. Yeah, so if there's any specific other questions about this run, I'm happy to answer
I
them.
think I found what you wanted me to see.
Sounds like you did. We'll be waiting.
There's two kind of sticky wickets to this particular run. The first is that I'm playing this on Jedi Master, not Grandmaster or Story Mode. And basically, whenever I'm picking a difficulty for a game that has multiple difficulties, I choose whichever one seems like normal. So if there's difficulty that says like regular, I'll choose that. And it seemed like the likeliest candidate for regular difficulty in this game was Jedi Master. I can't think of a good reason why Cal would be on Grandmaster difficulty. But I played Knight for like
Another one?
I played Knight for like 2 hours before I was like, yeah, no, this is way too easy. I'd been having a lot of trouble with Yogdo Bogdo, and I switched to Jedi Knight, and I killed him instantly, and it wasn't fun. So, I'm already making the game hard enough. I don't need to make it any harder than it needs to be by playing it on Grandmaster.
My friend, it appears the Zephyr had some interest in Dathomir. Strange. For such a peaceful culture to have any sort of fascination with a place so dark.
In terms of a full campaign,
I'll check it out.
that really does look like Kashyyyk. In terms of a full campaign, I also, I'm defining full as beating the game,
Should be a lot
getting
better
every
than
collectible in the game, and yeah, getting every collectible in the game, and that's including every Force Echo and every Force scan. Well, every BD1 scan.
Oh, hi there. Making a new friend?
Now, the one thing I don't require in my full run is the skill tree. I don't care about the skill tree being fully done. If I was going to do the skill tree, I would be spending an additional hour on this run easily, just in the same area, probably on Ilum, grinding enemies, and it would be actually awful. Mind-numbingly boring.
I sense something over here.
It would be worthless because the skills at that point you get are basically garbage that I would never use for any reason whatsoever. Lightsaber throw is...
It was after boggling eggs and the pack fought back.
Not worth it in any sense of the word. And I honestly cannot see, if the story was really playing out, I cannot see Cal Kestis, like, randomly...
Should be here. Wait.
Randomly redoing an area. Like, I can't imagine him grinding XP. That's not a part of the game. So... There's no in-universe reason for him to be doing that. Not to mention, how is it even possible for him to reset an area? So, I just don't bother with that. And you might fight me on it, but, you know, screw you. It's my run. I can do whatever I want. Nice. Jump in midair. Crap. Oh, that was sweet. Wow, was that telegraphed or what? This is, by the way, a slight difference in my routing. In a speedrun, I wouldn't pick this up right now.
So what was in there?
But I think it's important in a Deathless run to buy the extra bit of protection from getting that healing stim. You can see now that I'm at 3 healing stims where I was at 2. When I pick up another one on Zepho really early, I have 4, which feels good. By the way, if you stand too close to the edge of the elevator, you can get crushed under that panel. So just kind of be aware of that danger.
Little help.
Alright, we're out of here. I'll get back to the ship, and then we'll be leaving for Zepho. And during these runs, I'm happy to chat about anything, any topic, really. I like all sorts of things. I like sports, I like politics, I like Star Wars. In fact, Star Wars I'll talk about quite a bit. Although if I start talking about the new trilogy, I might start ranting about it. Which would probably be fun to watch. Whoa! Okay, that was weird. Which would probably be fun to watch, but would mean that I'd lose focus a little bit. Like what just happened. Normally I make that jump easily without having to grab on, so I had to like think fast for a second.
Pass the test.
So you knew about BD-1?
Come on board. We'll talk inside.
Oh, BD-1, this is Grease. Hey, Grease.
What is that? Get off my sofa! Get off my sofa! Get out of there! Get out!
That is BD1. He's with us.
I don't care who he's with. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get oil stains out of petroleum fabric?
Not really.
Oh, I hope you found something better out there than this droid.
Oh, calm down, Breeze. He did. Tell us, Cal.
The vault was built by an ancient civilization called the Zepho. A Jedi named Eno Cordova hid something inside of it.
What did he hide inside?
A holocron from the archives. It contains a list of Force-sensitive children.
The next generation of Jedi. I knew it! Ah, Cordova, you old fool.
You knew him?
Yes. A long time ago. I was his apprentice. Cordova was a loner. That little droid and I are probably the only ones that know about Pagano.
Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, what?
A holocron. It stores information, but only accessible to Jedi. Hang on, I think I have one around here. Use the Force.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen.
Should have played the whole thing.
With that list of Force sensitives, we could rebuild the Jedi Order and defeat the Empire.
Okay, no problem. Let's get it.
Except the holocron is hidden deep inside the vault, and to get it, we have to follow Cordova's path.
Another puzzle bites the
About
dust.
Planet Dathomir and a
Let's go.
Zepho homeworld.
All right, well, where are we going? I'm just asking because I was thinking maybe making some food.
Look, before we do anything, I need to know something. How come you're no longer a Jedi?
I had an experience that changed my perspective. So I cut myself off from the Force.
But you still want to rebuild the Order.
I believe that rebuilding the Order is the best chance we have against the Empire. What do you believe?
I believe I can't keep hiding from the Empire, so I don't really have a choice.
Cal, as long as you're alive, you will always have a choice. Are you with us?
We're in.
Dathomir Zepho. It's your choice.
Yeah, not Dathomir, thank you very much. I won't be going to Dathomir until much later in the run. There's no good reason to at this time.
What's this thing?
What? You've never seen a terrarium before?
Sure, but don't they usually have plants in them?
Well, I've been a bit busy hauling you around the galaxy. But you know, you could pay me back with some seeds.
I thought you hated nature.
When it's out there, you betcha. But when it's behind a comfortably thick wall of embarring glass, that's perfection.
All right, I'll see if I can find any. Where to?
Zepho, please.
Sure, let's go.
Crap. I screwed up.
You know, my piloting hasn't been this good since I graduated first in my class at the Lateran.
I forgot to ask Sierra for her dialogue option.
You're aware Lateran had an academy.
Yeah, it was new back in the day. You probably don't get around that area much.
So what did you train on?
Name it. Fighters, freighters, short range, long range, whatever. I flew circles around everybody.
You flew freighters in circles.
Yeah, it's all they really allowed me to do. I was so good, though. You should have seen me. Sit down, kid. It's time to land. Think of a storm brewing down there. This might not be the best time to land.
Something strange. Those winds are interfering with our comms.
Hey, Cordova mentioned something about peace in the eye of the storm. Well, I can just make out a settlement in the middle of it.
Then we have to get there.
Copy that.
I'm gonna be done for now. I feel bad about missing that dialogue option. And it's also gonna be pretty late already by the time I finish, so I'll be back tomorrow.